If you're rebuilding the mechanical seal on an MP HTO-180 pump, disconnect the power and remove the pump from the machine and place it on a clean work surface. Heat recommends placing the pump on a layer of absorbent cloth, as there will be some oil and residue on the pump, and lubrication will be added at several steps later in the process. Before disassembling the pump, match mark the adapter and the motor to ensure proper orientation during reinstallation. Loosen and remove the 8 bolts attaching the adapter to the impeller housing. Remove the impeller housing. This may require some gentle taps from a hammer. Remove the used gasket from the impeller housing and check the surface for any signs of wear. Place it aside for reinstallation later. Loosen the hex jam nut that secures the impeller. Then, brace a pry bar or Allen wrench against the fan clamp to prevent rotation and loosen the impeller. Heat recommends using a strap wrench to loosen the impeller. Take care not to damage any internal surface of the pump. Loosen the cap screws that hold the fan clamp in place. You can see that the bearing spring is held in tension by the fan clamp, which will need to be set again once the seal has been replaced. Remove the impeller and set it aside. Remove the 4 bolts that hold the adapter to the motor. Set these aside. Remove the adapter. It may be helpful to lift it while the motor is oriented vertically. Remove the loosened fan clamp from the drive sleeve. Remove the 3 bolts attaching the seal housing to the adapter. Remove the seal housing, drive sleeve, and the isolators from the adapter. The drive sleeve and isolators will be replaced. Remove the snap ring from the drive sleeve and set it aside. Be mindful of the internal spring as you do so. It will be replaced. Remove the spring and drive sleeve from the seal housing. This may require gentle taps from a hammer. Remove the seal assembly from the seal housing. This will be replaced. Remove the gasket from inside the seal housing. Remove the seal face from inside the seal housing. Take the time to clean all parts. Gather the replacement parts from the seal replacement kit. These should include 4 gaskets, including 1 housing gasket and 3 adapter gaskets, 1 O-ring, a hex jam nut, a drive sleeve, 2 isolators, and the seal face, seal assembly, and seal spring. Remove the new seal face from the new seal kit and place it inside the seal housing, glass face up. Using the cardboard packaging to protect the glass, press the seal face firmly into place until you feel it set. Remove the cardboard. Remove the new isolators from their packaging. Place the O-ring and a gasket between them. Place a gasket inside the adapter. Place the isolators inside the adapter for now. Remove the new seal assembly and spring from its packaging. Place the seal housing over the drive sleeve. Lubricate the seal assembly. We can use the previous isolators as a stand and support for attaching the new seal. Elevate them a bit to make room for the drive shaft and place the seal assembly on top. Place the drive sleeve and seal housing through the seal assembly as it is supported. Gently tap until the seal is set in place, taking care not to damage the seal or drive sleeve. Remove from the temporary stand and check that everything is seated well. Replace the drive shaft spring and hold it in place with the snap ring. Be sure the snap ring is in the correct location on the drive sleeve. Place a gasket between the seal housing and the isolators. Then, feed the drive sleeve through the isolators. Holding everything securely, place the seal housing, isolators, and drive sleeve into the adapter. Align the seal housing with the threaded holes in the adapter, then bolt it in place with the 3 bolts. It may help to elevate the adapter while doing this, allowing room for the drive sleeve to hang below. The manufacturer recommends torquing the cap screws to 2 foot-pounds in 5 foot-pound increments. Stand up the pump motor. Slide the loose fan clamp onto the drive sleeve, but do not tighten yet. Holding everything together, lift the adapter and fan clamp and place it onto the motor. Check that it is well seated and aligned with the match marks you made earlier. Then, bolt it in place with the 4 bolts. Tighten evenly to the manufacturer recommended 40 foot-pounds of torque. Carefully lay the motor back down and rethread the impeller onto the drive sleeve. The fan clamp will begin to spin when the impeller is snug. We will use the fan clamp to hold the bearing in the correct position. Turn the impeller and fan clamp until the cap screws on the fan clamp are accessible. Snug them up. As you push the impeller toward the motor and compress the spring inside the seal housing, tighten the fan clamp onto the drive sleeve by tightening these cap screws. Be sure the cap screws are tightened to 15 foot-pounds of torque. Hold the fan clamp in place and check that the impeller is snug. Rethread the hex jam nut to secure the impeller and tighten it down. Place a gasket into the impeller housing and press it back into place over the impeller. Torque down the 8 bolts holding it to the adapter as per the IOM. Test the seal for leaks before reinstallation.